Hey guys, Warsaw here, and today we're going to revisit some of the rats that we've encountered in our last live stream. Remember, if you have you've recorded some rats doing rat things, or you need help with blood decay stuff, upload it to YouTube, send me a link on Discord, send me a link to my email, and then we can review it on the channel. But anyways, our first stop is going to be a screenshot of something that happened on stream. Now you're going to read it before I could even read it out, but we're going to go through it together. The story is that there were no keys. There was a 19 pit. I thought, you know what? I'm going to apply for this 19 pit for the meme. I want to know if he would invite me because he put in the title, "Where are the tanks?" I'm a tank. I've done a 19 pit. I had a way better score than him. So let's see if we can get invited. Of course, we were never invited. We were just sat at pending. So of course I had to engage in toxicity. Where are the tanks at? Don't get invited. Should correct it to brew or druid, which was true. If you want a big brew or a druid, then just type it out instead of saying where are the tanks at. No one wants to carry your retarded ass. Nah, I'm fine with off meta good tanks too, just expecting a beast. So you want someone who has a 290 or more item level and have like 3.8k to come do your 19 because they're bored. It's not going to happen unless they're going to tank it for whatever reason. But again, I'm looking for a beast. Now, I'm not saying I'm a beast, right? Beast forehead, but I have a better score than you, have better item level than you. Am I a beast? Who knows? And then of course I said, yeah, to carry you, another rat in M+. Why are you crying about the off-meta tank just dies instant? If you bad at it, that's why. Again, I've literally done a 19 pit. What are you complaining about? I'm here to tank your key. Of course, I had to say I have a better score than you and I'm bad. Next level rat take. He never said anything ever again after that. Of course, we had to screenshot it. These are the type of people that are in Mythic Plus. And granted, we all kind of do it, right? We all don't want to take someone who hasn't had any experience or whatever. Usually the general rule is as long as you have done a 19 or like an 18 or a 17, you know, and you're applying for another 17, you can then do the entire range, right? It's just how the nature of the beast works. But in this scenario, I have done a 19. He still didn't invite me because I was not. He literally wanted to be carried by someone. When you level up a new character and you go through Mythic Plus, you're going to find these people everywhere. And they're still prevalent in higher keys, where you just inspect them, you know they're going to be dog shit, and it's their key, and they just want to be boosted, and sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. They're fucking everywhere, and that's kind of the problem with the dungeons being too easy and gear being too plentiful. So we're going to have it again, a still picture, but we're in the live stream because there's a little bit of background story about this. Is that this was my 19 win runner. We did an 18 Nexus, completed it just fine. We thought the same thing for the win runner. Of course, it wasn't meant to be. We invited butt buddies, this paladin and this devourer named Ball, who knew that he was Jewish. I was like, all right, let's see how this goes. This is the end of the key. Obviously, it failed. I believe the bald demon hunter was going to happen to me, he died twice. The hunter died, I think, 4 to 5 times. The hunter still beat him in overall DPS. I don't know what the fuck you're doing wrong. I think he was adequate in his in score or whatever. His healer friend was good. His healer friend, I don't think, was a problem. I'm not entirely sure about that. But it to me, this is like criminal that you're doing this much DPS in a 19. And this is why generally I don't like Devourers, right? Even though they're meta. The same thing with fucking Og. Fuck Og. You just get so many players who are just bad at the fucking game. And if you are on EU and you encounter this Ball from Mal'Ganis, don't invite this motherfucking guy. I don't care if he has all 19s. I don't care if he has all 20s done. This dude sucked ass in my fucking key, and again, the hunter died 4 to 5 times and he still did more damage on overall. So we have here our own 19 Algathar. We got a shaman, the paladin who is a rat. We invited an Og because I wanted to try, you know, in my mind, we have more gear, you know, we can do the 3 pull, I get my bleeds, they kill a lasher, we GGing it, you know, everything's cool. We got the, you know, mastery for the paladin, and the warlock is just gonna pump, right? Well, this is what happens even on a higher level when you have, I can't even describe it. Did you see it? Did you see it? Now hold on, we're gonna redo it. The paladin claims afterwards, which we will show. Actually, I should show here. Let's see here. Will he actually say it? No, he says sorry, and he says his toe touched it. His toe didn't touch it. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna pop lust, right? I don't know who's we because I have no lust. The paladin is over here. You're gonna watch right here. Real slow. Here comes the paladin in full gear going into a circle. And he insta dies. What did you think what was gonna happen? What did you expect to happen? You didn't go around. You didn't pop bubble to walk through unless it was a misclick. That I could probably accept. But this retard just, I'm going to go through this. It's not going to one-shot me. And he fucking dies. And of course, since there's no damage because he's dead and he sat there for a couple seconds and then rezzed because I'm too busy fighting for my fucking life. And that's the key. All because of this loser couldn't go around a green circle, or as I would take it, I've played Paladin extensively in Season 2. If I knew a pull like this was happening, I have Og, we're going to go big dick, wait for this asshole, aka me, to gather. I'm going to bubble and just go ham so I can get my shit off without dodging and then start my whole dodging and doing other shit like that. That would be my first mindset. But this motherfucker just walked right into the green bubble. And that was it. That was it. I died. He said sorry. My bad. Yeah, it is your bad. As I said, no matter the IO. I just end up, which is so true. Hold on. Yeah, I was standing with 1 foot. Bitch, you weren't standing in 1 foot, dude. Eat shit and die. That shit pisses me off. You lying little rat. Dude, that's just fucking... Dude, I haven't played WoW in about I think 4 days, and I've gained my life expectancy has gone up, but just watching this removed it all. It's still inferior. You can't tell. Yeah, I was standing with 1 foot. Just be honest about it. Oh, yeah, I fucked up. Okay, cool, whatever. You fucked up, but you literally did stand 1 foot. You went fully into it thinking you were going to dodge the circle, but you weren't. You didn't even bubble. You didn't even do jack shit. You just died like a piece of shit. You ever see this guy? Never invite him to your key. Fuck paladins. So now for the last key of this video and the last key of my Discord. My face says it all. Wait, hold on. My face says it all. We've assembled the people. We're doing it. We did the first pull. Easy, fine. No one's dying. But the shaman's damage is fucking abysmal. And overall, now I know he's not meta and he's going up against, a Devour and an Affliction. But still, that damage is fucking ass. Right? So I already kind of knew I'm this is not going to go well. This is going to be shit. But bro did a total other move. So I'm getting ready to sit over here. I'm watching him. He fucking mounts up and walks right out of the dungeon, dude. Mid-dungeon, wrong talents. So what can we assume by just this alone? This bricks the key for a couple reasons. One is that I try to move away from the boss and we aggro the boss. Two, he's wasting a shit ton of time to walk back, go outside, change his talents, make sure they're okay, and then come back. The timer's already tight and his damage isn't that great. I doubt changing some talents is going to help him. He's not going to become a god by switching talents and blasting through the rest of the enemies to make up the time that he just wasted. Now, he could be trolling me. He could have seen that based on my score, I most likely have an 18 res and he just wanted to, dick around or something like that, right? But now imagine if this was a key, that this was the last key I need. Algothar's really hard for blood, and he just did that. I could understand something that I did if we're going to the last boss and we only have 3 minutes and we still have a pack. We ain't doing it, right? If you want to leave that, okay, cool. But to completely leave on the first boss, wrong talent, you had plenty of time before just to leave. If you see this motherfucker, do not ever play with this dude. I wish ill will on this guy. This is next level faggotry, if I've ever seen it. This shit enraged me. Not that much, but enraged me enough to be like, what the fuck are you doing? We're doing this key. We did it. And what? On an 18, I expect you to have at least some of your shit together. And he just, yeah, he walked out. Of course, we voted to abandon. Like, I just could not understand it. My small pea brain could not comprehend it. And even, again, we're lucky that it's, again, an 18 res, but that's not the point. The point is that he could be doing this to another key where someone doesn't have 18 res and for no reason whatsoever, just brick the key because he forgot his talents or something like that. And I said, fuck that retard. She was crazy. And of course we did do it again and it didn't work out. That's the funny part. But that, it just, I don't get it. I don't get WoW players. But anyways, guys, please, again, don't forget to submit any kind of shit you see. I'd love to see it. I'm going to be trying to doing these more frequent. You know, if we find any rats on stream, we'll do a small little recap so people can see some of the lulls that are happening because this shit's fucking retarded. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Peace.